Good morning. So, should I have a target weight? How much weight should I lose? That was a question that came up yesterday, so I thought I'd touch on that today. And in short, it can be beneficial to have a target weight, but in terms of a motivational point of view, but one of the questions I have when you set this is, where does this come from? Where's this target weight actually coming from? And I say this because quite often it's based on something like 20 years ago, 15 years ago, whereas I really felt good at that time. And I bring this up as well because there's someone who was like, oh yeah, I'm a few pounds away from my target weight. And they're quite stressed about it, I would say. A little bit like, yeah, I don't know what to do for that next, but yet they're feeling good. They've already lost over a stone. They're stronger. They're turning up to workouts. They're not finding it that hard. They're fitting it in with life, family, meals out. Yet they're now stressing about it because they're not at that target weight. And some of the questions I would ask to whether you should have a target weight is, how are you going to feel when you get there? Like, well, how do you imagine yourself feeling, regardless of the scales? Number two, what do you wear? What do you look like at that weight, or at that perceived target weight? And number three, where does it actually come from? Where does that target come from? Is it from years ago? And then you can keep going back to those questions, because when you hit a certain weight, you know, if you're doing more resistance exercise like we do at Fruci Fit, if you do more resistance exercise than perhaps you did before, your body shape might change to the extent where you don't have to lose as much weight. We see that happen a lot. So that's another thing to consider with that. But so how much weight should you lose? And what's the solution if we can't have a target weight? Or I'm saying it's not necessarily always the best. Well, the first one would be if your goal is weight loss, is to lose the first 5%. We know that the first 5% of your current body weight, so 5% of your first, of your body weight right now, would be the first step to take. Because this is clinically significant to reduce your risk of heart disease, diabetes, reduce blood pressure, improve mood, even help with potentially depression, improve sleep, symptoms around menopause, etc. So the first 5% would be the first target. Plus, you can then have a figure to work towards and then reassess things then. So then you can say, I'm going to reassess again. I'm going to be super consistent with what I'm doing until either A, it's been 4 weeks. That's a good rule of thumb. Have I been consistent for 4 weeks? Or 2, I've lost 5% of my body weight. Then you can reaffirm, go again. And that's something that we talk about with some of the ladies on our program who are asking these questions about target weight. Some people, it's focusing on today, and that's where it really depends on you. And that's why a personalized approach with your plan, your food, your fitness, your focus, is always going to be the best way. And that's exactly what we do in our Kickstart, with our next one starting after Easter. By the way, we've just had our outside sessions. Nice little view on there. Glorious day. All those makes up for all those rainy sessions we've had outside, which we do.